Well, in this video, we're going to talk about one of the most frustrating things that can happen if you own a car. That's you're all prepared to go somewhere, get in, you get ready, whether it's going to work or run some errands or whatever, and this happens. Okay, it actually started that time. I'll give you a quick rundown what happened. Go somewhere, go to turn it on, turned over real slow. Quite wasn't enough juice to get the car started, and click, 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 dead battery. So I jump started it, let it run for a while, took it for a ride. I was watching my gauge to see how much the system was going to charge the battery. And when I measured that voltage, it was around 14.5 volt. Your battery is 12 volt. I know my car was doing the job to recharge the battery voltage. So once I got home, turned it off, went to start it again, click, click, click. Battery dead. Didn't hold a charge. So I measured the voltage on the battery without the car running, and I was around 10 volts. So I believe that's telling me I got a bad battery. So knowing that, I went out, bought a brand new battery, and now we're going to replace it. I'll do it here on camera, show you what I'm doing. Now here's the battery in this car. Now every battery, of course, is going to have a negative terminal and a positive terminal. The positive terminal is usually indicated by a red wire, which we'll probably see after. Every car battery is going to have a hold down system to keep the battery in place. Going forward, we know we need to disconnect the negative and positive. We need to remove our hold down system to extract the old battery. Then we'll look at putting a new battery in. So this 2012 Chevy Orlando. So this video is, I'm going to show what to do for a 2012 Orlando, but it's going to be very similar to any car you work on. Now, of course, the terminals are going to be clamped in place. So for this particular car, I need a 10 mil wrench to release those clamps. And I can see right away the hold down bolt for the battery here is a 10 mil. So again, that 10 mil wrench. So let's get this going. I know I went to go show you a dead battery when the car first started, but the car actually started. But just for the sake of argument here, we'll do a voltage test on our old battery. Put it on both terminals. Yeah, I got 10.4 volts. So it's far below what we need to be for a 12 volt battery. So everything indicates that this battery is not good. I'm going to start up by loosening that terminal. See how it clamps on the post for your battery. Just loosen that off. All right. Then we're just going to wiggle that on the post like that and remove it. Push that aside. Now let's get to our positive terminal. All right, when I lift this cover, you can see we got the positive terminal there. And again, we got the bolt for that clamp, or the nut, I should say. Loosen that off. And it should only take a couple turns. Then we're gonna wiggle that. Let's loosen a little more. Okay, I'm gonna remove this cover. Forgot to push record here, so. Okay, so what I did, wiggle this terminal off like that. This whole assembly looks like it's just gonna slide off the battery. So what I'm gonna do, loosen our hold down bolt here, lift the battery a bit, get that out. So once I had my terminal removed, you can see how loose this whole thing is. I don't see a clip on the side there, so what I'm going to do is just loosen the battery up and slide that off. But I need to get to this hold down bolt. You can see the length of the stud here. So what I'm going to do is get a deep 10 mil 10mm socket and loosen that off. All right, we got a deep 10mm socket, 1/4" drive. Should be perfect for this application here. We'll just loosen that off. Now, if you're removing any nuts and bolts or anything, just try to keep it in a safe place so you don't lose it. Okay, our hold down bar removed here. See if we can budge this battery. There we go. All right, being held up a little bit by this wire here. So what I'm going to do is loosen off this nut, remove that wire. All right, in order for me to pull this battery out, I need to get this out of the way a little bit more. I'm going to remove this wire here from the terminal just to give us a little more room where I can move this out of our way. For that, I'm going to use a 13mm wrench. Again, put this nut in a safe place. Don't want to drop that. All right, remove that wire. Now we got lots of travel with this wiring terminal here, so let's pull our battery out. Now in with the new one. Okay, our new battery's here. We got our positive terminal here and negative here, nicely labeled on the cover. All right, let's try to lift this into place here. Yeah, I'm going to remove this plate for this side of the battery for now. Let's lift this in place. There we go. Now I'm going to take the cover. Now you can see the battery came with these nice covers to protect your terminals. Just going to take my positive cover off, just like that. Now I'm going to slip this over top of the battery. Okay, clips on one side, clips down on the other. I'm going to put this plate back in. Push my battery all the way up. Make sure I don't have any wires in the way here. There we go. That just slides into place. Okay. Now we'll put this terminal back on with the nut that we didn't lose. Tighten that down with our 13mm wrench. Okay, now we're going to put our hold down bar in. See, we got this hook on the one side, then your hole for your hold down bolt, which is right here. So we'll slip that under that wire. Okay, we got it hooked in that bar. We'll come down over the stud. We'll put this nut back in and tighten this down. Okay, we got our battery firmly in place here. Before I hook it back to the car, let's take our negative terminal cover off. Quickly do a voltage check just to show you the difference. And we have 12.5 volts. So All indication shows this is a good battery, which it should be. It's brand new. Now we'll hook our terminals back up and try to start the car. We'll slide this terminal back over our positive. Tighten our clamping nut here. Okay, we'll close our cover like that. Okay, put our negative terminal on, tighten this clamp. Just enough, make sure that's snug on there. All right, let's go in and try to start the car. All right, everything shows we are good to go. Well, I hope this video helps you either diagnose whether you need to change your battery. All I could do is share with you what happened to me and how I come to the conclusion that I needed a battery. And second of all, hopefully it helps you take this step by step if you need to change the battery in your car, what you can expect. So bye everyone. We'll see you on the next one.